Morning, guys. So here we are with the topic of electrical shock. So as we have studied different predictive devices till now, so it is necessary to know what will be electrical shock. What happens if the electrical shock is accident with a person? So what are the precautions we have to take? So we'll study one by one. What is electrical shock? So, electrical shock is nothing but when a person comes in contact with the live wire, the leakage current in terms of milliamps, that may be 20 to 50 milliamps current may flow through the body of human being, as the body of human being has very low resistance, and hence the leakage current flows through the body to the earth. When this leakage current in terms of milliamps flows to the body of the person, then it causes immediate failure of nervous system. So that may again cause the stoppage of breathing and stoppage of heartbeat, and it may even cause the severe burning of the body. So as we say, it is very much dangerous. So the current which is flowing through the body is causing this all damage. So we have to study the shock depends on what intensity of current. So the current depends on the strength, the shock depends on the strength of the current, the frequency of the current, and the path taken by the current through the body. Okay, so it depends on the three parameters. One is strength of the current, means the quantity. We can say I said 20 milliamps, 50 milliamps, or 1 milliamps, or 2 milliamps. So the current strength is important, and the frequency of the current, and also the path taken by the current through the body. So these all affects the shock. Then some other factors which also severely affect the shock are same here, the in frequency and phase of heart cycle when shock occurs, and one more important point is general health of the person. Okay, so what the shock treatment has to be given? So, if somebody accidentally comes in contact with the live wire, we have to follow some techniques. Like, first one is immediately switch off the main supply. Okay, so we have to immediately switch off the main supply. Okay, and then we have to disconnect the body from the live wire by pushing him away from that live wire with help of dry stick or dry cloth. Okay, and if after that we have, if possible, we have to kick the body from the live wire with boot leg. Always cover your hands with rubber gloves so that your insulation is higher to that flow of current. And then you can check up whether the victim is breathing or not. If not, immediately start artificial respiration and continue it until the medical aid is arrives. So we have to follow 4 steps here. First is switch off the main supply, and disconnect the body from live wire by pushing him away with the help of dry stick or dry cloth, or else you can push him with a bootleg or kick him with a bootleg, and you can pull him with the help of with the help of the hands which are covered with rubber gloves. And also if that person is not breathing, then follow the artificial respiration. Okay, so this is all about what this is all about electrical shock. So what the safety precautions we have to carry out? So the first thing is switch off the main supply before working on any live wire. Avoid water all the times whenever you are working with the electricity. Never use equipment with damaged insulation. Okay, if the damaged insulation is there, then that may again cause the accident with the person who is handling it. Then whenever you are working at your home on any electrical equipments, please turn off the mains. Okay, that will give the proper sign that nobody will switch on the supply. Okay, and one more thing is always use insulated tools while working. Okay, so whenever you are working with the electrical equipments, you should and must use some tools which are having insulation properly. Then uh, then you have to follow some other measures, like always wear rubber gloves, goggles whenever you are working in any electrical circuit. And you have to take proper care that whenever you are handling electrical equipments, you should and must de-energize those equipments, then you should work on it. If you are working on energized equipment, it may produce shock. Then again, you should never use aluminum or steel ladders when you are working at your home on electrical equipment. You should and must follow the wooden ladder instead. Next, one more thing is always use proper circuit breakers and fuse of appropriate current rating, and always work with hand gloves when you are operating or working with underground cables, and always provide the caps to the live wires so that the it may prevent the any kind of shock to the person who is touching it accidentally. Okay, and always take care when you are removing the capacitor from any circuit, as it stores the charges, it may cause the electric shock. And always take care while soldering your circuit boards. Wear goggles and hand gloves if possible, and then follow the soldering process. And one more thing, do not ever work when you are working under live wire. You should please take care that you should not touch the live wire. Okay, so these are the things you must and should follow in the electrical shock, and in order to avoid the electrical shock.